Hello, my fellow Americans and the rest of YouTube. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Black Souls Matter. Got a question for you, Mr. Kahn. What color's my soul? You know, it's really funny how the media is handling this whole Donald Trump response to Mr. Kahn. I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that this Mr. Kahn in the past 4 days has gotten more response, more attention, more Google posts, more hours of news coverage in 4 days than the woman whose son died at Benghazi. Was her name Smith? She's gotten in like 3 years. Yeah, if you Google her name, you get something like 300,000 hits. But if you Google Kahn, he gets over 400,000. So you see, the media is trying to get you to pay attention to something and take your mind off of something else. You know, look over here, don't look over here. So you've got Donald Trump making an off-the-cuff remark that he may or may not regret, and the media just swoops down on it like a bunch of jackals. I mean, and then you've got something serious like Hillary and the emails and the Benghazi and all of that, and that's just, they just divert your attention away. They don't really even focus on that. I mean, you know, Hillary lying to Congress. Then she even goes on the TV show this weekend, was it Meet the Press or something, one of those Sunday shows, and she's basically lying about lying. But the media just kind of like shrugs their shoulder and is just like, oh well, you know, nothing to see here, let's just move along. I mean, people, my fellow Americans, this is serious stuff. We're going to elect our next leader. Our leader is going to lead us for the next 4 years. I mean, some of us, not everybody, but some people feel the country's it's like right on a tipping point, right on the edge, you know, ready to fall over a cliff. I mean, we've probably thought that for the past, I don't know, 8 years, maybe 80 years, who knows. But how anybody can use their rational brain and come to the conclusion that they should vote for Hillary Clinton. It just doesn't make any sense. I just can't fathom it. I call my buddy Mikey up a few times a week and razz him about being a communist because he likes Bernie Sanders. And he's going to vote for Hillary because he says he just can't stand Trump. And I ask him questions, but like last night, I asked him a few questions, but he never answers the question. He's like a politician. And I nail him on it every time. He'll make a statement about Trump. I go, well, okay, can you tell me how you've come to that conclusion? You know, just like the healthcare argument. When I said, if you think you have a right to healthcare, then what you're saying is you have a right to take from me, because if I have it and you need it, you have a right to take it. In this case being money, to pay for your healthcare. And he always wants to change the topic and never answer that one question. So back to the main point of the video. Mr. Kahn, what color's my soul? He said Donald Trump has a black soul. I guess black souls are bad. Well, you know, black souls matter too. And I'm really surprised that the Black Lives Matter people, somebody didn't jump all over that and get on Kahn. But I guess since Kahn's going for Hillary, and you know, they're all part and parcel to the same delusion, I guess he gets a free pass on saying something about black souls. Now, you know, if Donald Trump said anything about a black soul, oh my God, he's a bigot, he's a racist, he's talking about black souls. Oh my God, do you realize what the media would have done with that? You see, this stuff is just so ludicrous. I mean, rather than discuss things like the economy, immigration, you know, terrorism, rather than focus on these things, oh no, we're going to focus on whether or not Donald Trump slighted some guy. Hey, you know what? The guy lost his son. You know, I can understand that. That's a sad event. He lost his son in a war. But, you know, there was a lot of things people pointed out that, you know, if he never came to this country anyway, then his son wouldn't have wound up that way. At least not, you know, valid point. You know, life is choices. When you make a choice, you get to have the benefits and the consequences of that choice. You know, nobody said anything about who put their son in harm's way. They didn't say about Obama or Hillary and whether or not it was a good idea. You see, that's all part of the grand delusion. That these people, you know, want you to believe that these sending, you know, our troops to these foreign lands are somehow protecting freedom that we've never ever had in the first place. The Matrix has you if you believe you're free. You know, some people go, well, I got this, I got that. No, you're not free. You're a slave. It's very simple. If you don't get to keep everything that you earn, every penny that you earn or all the crops that you grow, if you don't get to keep it all, you are, by law, you have to give it to somebody, part of it to somebody else, then you are a slave. You have to tithe to Caesar. Because if you don't render unto Caesar, then Caesar's going to rain hell upon you. And you see, most people want to say, oh, no, you know, we live in this society and blah, blah, blah. But you see, that's all part of the grand delusion. But Mr. Kahn, I really think you need to apologize to 13% of the population, because you're talking about black souls and telling Donald Trump he's got a black soul. Because black souls matter. In fact, maybe I should even start a website, Black Souls Matter. Because you see, it's things like this, you know, how one person can say one thing and they get a free pass, but if Donald Trump had said something like that, it'd be all over with. My fellow Americans, wake up and spell the tyranny.